Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News. Listen, I said no wild stories while I was on my wedding week. That was my one request to Bachelor Nation is go out there, do your show, just save all the wild drama for when I'm back at the studio. This is a crazy story. I don't know what's true, what's false, who's saying things for clout or not, but we have Peter here, who's apparently on Bachelor in Paradise. He showed up on the week I went away, and there's a TikTok story coming out that he was allegedly in a relationship with an underage teen. And then now there's all these other all these people researching it that she's 21 and she lied about being underage for clout. Another Bachelor contestant is involved, Cassidy, because she's helped break this story. She didn't use anybody by name. So anyway, let's get into this. I'm having my morning coffee, and then after this story, I've got two other videos prepared for you guys. A conversation about mental health with a good friend of ours, and also an interview with the Game of Roses lovely podcasters. So you're going to enjoy that one today. All right, so let's begin. Let's get on the timeline of what went down. There was this title, a serious and unsubstantiated accusation made by Cassidy on her Instagram. Here's what Cassidy started out with a couple days ago. And this equates to a fart in the elevator. This is like, here's some information. I'm not going to tell you all of it, but she's getting a ton of criticism from people saying, look, if you know something about a crime that's been committed, you got to go to the proper authorities because this ain't the way to do it. Now, I'm not saying whether this is right or wrong. It's complicated. She posts, so fascinating to me that someone who has been dating underage girls since before Paradise is being included in the program again. And also, it's important to note that she was sort of either dating Pete or started to date him or was talking to him. I'm just saying that because, does she have a vendetta? I don't know. Does she believe this story to be true? Maybe. Is it true? Still possible. Not really sure. She then says, I refrained from commenting for a long time because of the sensitive subject matter, but I know for certain this person is guilty of what I mentioned. The only victim of the situation is the minors involved. I wish I could say more. Just be aware that people often misrepresent themselves. And of course, the criticism here is that she's creating a witch hunt by essentially telling everybody who she's talking about, but not actually naming people, which of course, that could lead to defamation. If the story's not true, you would think that Peter would be, this could very much hurt his business. This could be a big problem. So there was this Reddit thread that has since been deleted, the TikTok of Pizza Peter with a girl who is allegedly 17 years old. Bachelor Dishes the Dirt on Instagram originally posted this. I'll share the TikTok with you in a second. I'm sure there will be more info posted about this on other Bachelor T accounts soon. Now, not many people have picked up this story. I, for one, didn't want to cover it because, like I said, I'm at my wedding week, and this is a wild story that involves a little bit of research here. Bachelorette Windmill on Instagram had the story. They had a post that was supposed to come out yesterday at 3 p.m. regarding the story, and here's what they ended up sharing. They got a comment allegedly from the potential victim, potential underage girl, potential person lying, pretending to be underage. We don't even know who this person is. I don't know their name, so I'm not believing victims. I don't know who this person is. Hi, so sorry. Please do not post anything yet. Something is happening. I will let you know when the right time to post is. Now, Bachelorette Windmill says, regarding the post that was supposed to go up today at 3 p.m. about the guy on this season of Paradise who dated a girl who was underage, I woke up today with a DM from her saying not to post it. I'm assuming the guy got in contact with her about it or something. Regardless, as much as I'd like to share all the details about this man, I don't feel comfortable doing so if the girl doesn't want me to. I'm sorry to everyone who was expecting a post. I'm not sure when she'll feel comfortable with it being posted in the future, but for now, we have to respect her wishes. Now, we could get into all of these sort of moral dilemmas here with having information that may or may not be true, may or may not be vetted, and stuff like that. So here's the initial TikTok. I'm not going to even share the rest of it with you guys because I don't know what's true, what's not. But the TikTok or Instagram said she is only 17. And apparently this is still up on their Instagram page, even though it's been deleted everywhere else and other people have sort of retracted their story. Is it still up? No, it's still up right there. So here are some comments that stood out from people that claim to have done some research to prove she's 21. So I'm confused. She commented on the video posted by Bachelor Dishes the Dirt that she's literally captioned she's only 17 and confirmed she's the one in the video and had it back and forth with Cassidy, which, by the way, all of that has since been deleted. But when you Google her name and Florida, 2 relevant hits come up, one being 21 and the other being 28. So she probably wasn't underage, but didn't bother correcting Bachelor Dishes the Dirt and is just running with it for, quote, ... clout. And she and Cassidy have been talking for a while. It seems based on their exchange, so did Cassidy know. Do I have it right, or am I, and then this is where I need the X-Files music, which I don't have my soundboard. Do I have it right, or am I missing something? I feel like I must have the wrong person because why would you make this up? But then Cassidy follows her, and they had that exchange under the video of her and Peter where she confirmed it was her. And that's a true question. Why would anybody make things up? And in most cases, people wouldn't make things up. When the internet gets involved, sometimes people make things up. I don't know what the true story is here. I'm sure we're going to get more information. And here's the kind of the most information that's come out from random people online. But again, this rumor was started by random people online. So not saying one's stronger than the other. Okay, people keep asking me in DMs based on my comments and other posts, so I'm going to sum some of this up here without doxing her. Public records show her as 21. There appears to be no one else with her same name in the United States anywhere. Another sub-user checked this in a more official database. Yeah, they did some research, I think, in her voting records to show that it was clearly someone who was over 18. Again, this is other people's research, not mine. Maybe there is another person with her same name, yes, but it is unlikely that that person would be in the same area of Florida. This person who shares her name and similar age, but is 21, not a minor, is registered to vote, where you can only be if you are 18 plus. All of the friends tagged in her stories have social media posts documenting birthdays that would track for being around 21 years old. She has been frequenting establishments that serve alcohol for a while and travels frequently, not impossible for a 17-year-old, but not common. She has tattoos. She has been getting filler. Both her TikTok and Cassidy's posts have now been deleted. I'm not saying that anything above makes anyone less of a victim if she was actually underage or confirms her age alone, but all of it together casts serious doubt on what's going on here and whether Peter actually dated a minor. Instagram pages are not exactly known for fully vetting their sources. We have no confirmation that this is the story Reality Steve was working on. She follows Reality Steve, but he does not follow her back. We cannot assume that Peter actually dated a minor without more information. Also important, since it's now gone, her TikTok itself made 0 allegations towards Peter of any kind. It was a very standard making fun of my F-boy ex for going on The Bachelor and embarrassing myself TikTok. We need to seriously pump the brakes until we get more information. Now, again, there's other sort of moral judgments one could make, but different from what the accusations were. Another commenter said this: when will people start learning that making false stories, accusations like this to get clout just makes it 100 times harder for actual victims to be believed? If she indeed was not underage, as much as I don't like Peter, I hope he serves her with the largest lawsuit imaginable. Things like this are so damaging. Another commenter said, it's really frustrating because on one hand, I want to so badly believe victims and survivors, but on the other hand, it's like, am I being harsh and unempathetic by asking for proof before making a judgment? So many stories, Jenna, Clayton, possibly Peter, are made up for clout. It's maddening. Now, like I said before, we know the majority of stories aren't made up, but if there is a magnet, it's almost like this. The majority of insects don't fly into lights, but moths do. So the majority of people don't make things up, but the ones that do are probably attracted to the social media reality stars that make their way onto TV. So Cassidy posted this last night, and this is what I'll leave you guys with. She posted this last night. I only speak on stuff I know about. All I want to do is help and protect people in whatever way I can. You can't intimidate me. Now, the comments of this Instagram post online or brutal because it's thirst trappy. Again, I'm not, the commenters are basically saying she's doing, whatever face you want to call that. she's showing cleavage. It's a thirst trap photo, and she's kind of having fun and playing with a story that should have gone through proper measures. Whether that's true or not, I'm not judging Cassidy. We don't know what she knows, but I understand that being vague is a way to protect yourself from a lawsuit. But if you know information that is true, it's not defamation if it's true. If it's hearsay, if it's gossip, if you can't prove that it's true, then it becomes defamation. So that's the story. That's where it stands. I'm sure there'll be more information that comes out. He hasn't said anything. He's been completely kind of quiet about this. My guesses are there's lawyers behind the scenes. If this isn't true, we hope that there'll either be some sort of retraction, and it's also dangerous for these gossip accounts to run with stories. And I understand, I totally get it. It might be salacious, it might sound so juicy, and if there's not proof, then it's not true. And if there is a victim and the victim doesn't want to come forward, then you have to respect the victim there. So on both angles, it's a tough and dodgy situation to cover. That's going to be it for me. Like I said, I've got more content. You can go to patreon.com/Dave Neal if you want to check out my behind-the-scenes drone video, which I think I had right here. Yeah, here's my behind-the-scenes drone video that I made. I'll show you this one clip. This is my favorite clip of the whole video that I had there. This was, let's see if we can go to it. This was Tasha and I warming up our dance for the waltz that we have to do tomorrow. So you can go over and check that out. And by the way, check out this tank top I got. I got my groom tank top right here. So yeah, we're doing the thing over here. Leave any comments if you know any information and let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to go hike a pyramid and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye, everybody. Have a good weekend.